Hello and welcome to Driving with Todd, and I'm Todd. And we're going to do a request. Now, this request comes in from my reaction to the Pogues and the Dubliners doing the song The Irish Rover. And the YouTuber that does the request goes by the name of Gay Norker. And Gay Norker writes, one of my favorite tracks is A Pair of Brown Eyes by the Pogues. If you could, I'd love for you to react to it. Thank you. So we're going to react to A Pair of Brown Eyes. Now, The Pair of Brown Eyes is written by Shane Macgowan and is from the Pogues album Rum, Sodomy, and the Lash, which is a phenomenal album and has a great album cover. That album is produced by Elvis Costello as well, which is kind of cool. Now, this is the first single that the Pogues released. Well, it isn't their first single they released, but it's their first single that got into the top 100 on the UK singles chart. I believe it got to number 72 on the charts. So it was a single that said, hey, the Pogues are moving up in the world. Now, the song is an anti-war song, but the lyrics are kind of strange. So you have to listen real close to what's going on. And there's a video that is an official video for this particular song. And I've never seen this video before, so I'm pretty excited to see the video and go along with the song A Pair of Brown Eyes. So here we go with the Pogues doing A Pair of Brown Eyes. Okay, the video is kind of bizarre. I'm not quite sure. I'm not getting it. There's a lot going on, and now this is taking place from some information I read, like in 1984, and they're showing some pictures of Thatcher and Margaret Thatcher, and she is supposedly like the supreme ruler at this time period. So I'm not again quite sure what the whole video scene is about, but the music is very much Pogues. I love their use of traditional instruments. Like they've got the accordion in there. That's just dynamite. The acoustic guitar in there. I think there's some banjo in there. And then you got Shane's vocals. He's got the greatest voice there is for singing this Irish music. This almost punk Irish music. There was a kind of a run on this style of music in the early 80s. There were different groups like the Men They Couldn't Hang, the Pogues, and others that were really getting into this kind of punkish, traditional type of Irish music. And it was just really interesting to listen to. And I remember buying the first couple of Pogue singles, not realizing what the music was until I got it home and it was like, wow, this is really good stuff. I really, really like this. And I think why I like it is because of all the traditional instruments they use, and it almost sounds like Irish folk music when really, there's a lot of um, angst and temperament in these songs by the Pogues. So this is really great. Love it. I'm not quite understanding the video, but it's always fun to watch something to go along with a song. So here we go. We're gonna start this back up again and see where this takes us. Okay, Pair of Brown Eyes, the Pogues. I really like this song. I mean, when I bought Rum, Sodomy, and the Lash, that particular album, one of the reasons I bought it, that was the first Pogues album that I actually bought. I didn't buy their first one until after I bought the second. And I bought it mainly because it was produced by Elvis Costello. And it was like, okay, I got to hear this. And it was so different than Elvis Costello. At the time, Elvis was still doing a lot of electric music, kind of rock and roll, new wave rock and roll, and this was so different. It was all this acoustic instruments and these stories. Each song was an actual story. It wasn't like a love song or a real fast pop song like Pump It Up or something. It was all stories, and they were all interesting stories, and you had to listen to the lyrics because the lyrics are what made the song. But the instrumentation was so cool. So I mean, like A Pair of Brown Eyes. At the end, they were showing the band, and I think that was my favorite part of this video. The video is kind of bizarre for me. I'm not quite understanding what it was all about. I think it's almost supposed to be like a 1984 style video, and that's not quite what I think the song is actually about. I had read that it was supposed to be about World War One veteran and kind of talking about things that went on in his time in the service. But I could be wrong on that as well. Again, the lyrics are kind of unique in this song, and they're kind of hard to follow to say what's actually going on. But I love the instrumentation. That's why I really like the part where the Pogues actually came into the video as a group, and you know they're playing the whistles. They got the mandolin going. They've got the banjo going. The accordion is going. Drums are going. It's all this great acoustic music, and then you got Shane's unique style of vocals, which is kind of like he doesn't really sing, he kind of tells stories. And that's why I always kind of liked listening to the Pogues, because of how he put the words to song and kind of told a story and with his voice without really singing, and that was what was so unique about the Pogues. I love this song. It's a great song. Like I said, I've listened to this song over and over and over from the album Rum Sodomy and the Lash. Yeah, I've got the single. Just a wonderful song, and again, when you're listening to it, you get kind of lost in the music and trying to follow the words. But besides that, I think it's really one of the wonderful songs that the Pogues did. Although they've got a lot of great stories on their albums. Got to sit back and listen. So I hope you enjoyed the Pogues doing A Pair of Brown Eyes. And, you know, if you can tell me about what was really going on in that video, that'd be as awesome as well. But if you really like this, hit that like button. That'd be really cool. If you have any comments about this song, the Pogues, A Pair of Brown Eyes, or the video itself, put it in the comments below. That'd be really good. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel. That'd be so awesome of you. And then go over here, ring that bell, and get updates to my latest videos. It was great to hear this song again. Now, I have not heard this song in quite a while, so this was a wonderful recommendation to listen and react to the song. And it just brought back a lot of cool memories from the early '80s when this particular song actually came out. So I had a big smile on my face while I was watching it, and I hope you had a big smile on your face while you were watching it. And peace out, baby.